morning, guys. Currently, it is the day after Christmas. I haven't done anything to make myself presentable because I don't feel like it. But I just wanted to add some context. I uploaded a vlog yesterday, and while you can't explain everything, I wanted to just talk about genuinely what the real picture is. Okay, so in terms of D and I, we haven't bought ourselves or each other Christmas gifts in years, probably close to 10 years, if not at least 10 years, because it's not that big of a deal for us. We make a huge deal about birthdays. Birthdays are huge in our family. Christmas, I prefer to just focus on family and focus on the fact that it's about the birth of Christ and celebrating all that means. When it comes to kids, however, it's a little bit more challenging getting that message across. So over years we've been trying to explain to them that what the real meaning is about. So we basically downgrade every year and kind of push that message. Of course, it would take a while for kids to get the full extent of what that is about, and that's fine. But I believe that it's better to start sending the right messages early versus waiting until they're like teens and trying to tell them something that, like, what is this about, So those gifts that the boys got yesterday were not purchased by us. Shout out to grandma and grandpa, who have chosen to lavish and express their love and favor on their grandkids, and that is completely fine. If they get joy from doing this, then great. So grandma bought Israel a camera and grandpa bought Zeke a bike. So yeah, I just thought I would share that. This is not a judgment on anyone who chooses to make gift giving like a really big deal at Christmas. That's fine, that's great. I'm just talking about, like, for us as a family, it's not really something that we focus on per se. Birthdays, though, birthdays are a whole different ballgame. But as for Christmas, I'm really thankful for Jesus Christ and all that he came to afford us in the way of salvation, in the way of deliverance from sin, victory in this life, peace and hope in the midst of dark and difficult times. And there are so many more things I can list. So I just wanted to, share that before my vlogs go back to weeks, if not months, behind. So look out for the final part to the series 6 Keys to Winning at Life. Part 6 should be out tomorrow, I think, so look out for that. And yeah, I'm just gonna wave my wand and we are gonna go back in time 2 months ago. Yeah, that's outside, and it's after 10 and electricity has been off since 4:30 and we still don't have any electricity. Oh, what a day. And I also don't feel well today either, so yeah. Normally I like rainy days once I'm home and inside, but without any electricity, it's not as fun. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 1:45 in the afternoon. We finally have electricity after close to 10 hours. Yeah.
I had camera. I'm just like lying on the floor, like.
Morning, guys. It is Thursday, 30th July. Yesterday is when we were supposedly having the storm and we didn't have electricity. Anywho, I spent most of the morning working along with Dee to work out our Bible study session for tonight. We call it our R&R session, where we talk about real topics, and we have like a real down-to-earth talk about challenging situations that people may encounter in their lives, real difficult situations that a lot of times we don't really talk about in the Christian community. Out of that now came the discussion of divorce, and that is what we're addressing tonight. So we've been at it all morning and going over into the afternoon, and now it's lunch. And of course, because we're both working on it, like, there ain't no food home. So now I'm out trying to find something for us to eat because there's no time to cook. Okay, so the other thing that I should mention is that I'm not feeling well. It's that time of the month, and normally I don't feel well when it's that time of the month. And also I usually feel very miserable. And so because I usually feel very moody and miserable, I tend not to talk a lot, because then I don't want to interact with persons and then respond in a certain way that's out of irritation and moodiness, and then I come across a certain way, and then so I just find it a lot easier to just talk less. I say all that to say that because tonight is kind of like a talk show, I'm gonna have to talk, so it's gonna take extra grace and extra strength for me to be amiable and personable tonight. So y'all just pray for me.
Good night to everyone. Good night to one and all.
Good night.
It is the 30th day of the 7th month, 2020, and it is good to be in your company. It's good to have each and every one of you joining us this evening for tonight's session. And of course, you can appreciate that tonight's session is
a doozy.
Yeah. It's a hot button topic that we're going to be addressing this evening. For the past couple of sessions, we've been addressing the area of abuse, all right, different facets of abuse, and a spin-off of that is abuse within the context of marriage, and how one responds within that context. So tonight we have something interesting in store for each and every one of you. Once again, thank you all for joining us this evening and for being a part of tonight's session. We want to welcome all of you from wherever you hail from, whatever church you hail from. It doesn't really matter. These sessions are not about a particular church or about a particular denomination, but of course those who choose to join and participate in this forum are more than welcome wherever you come from or wherever you hail from. So it's good to have all of you joining us this evening, because of course there is a guarantee that there will be differences in viewpoints, right? But because this has been a controversial topic for many years, the debate continues to go on as it relates to some of these.
Since in Jesus'
Yeah, for me, since in Jesus' day, right? There's been conflict with this whole idea of marriage and divorce and so on is concerned. All right.
So when it comes to the whole discussion of divorce, I think we have to look first at why marriage was created before we even talk about divorce, that is basically dismantling of this marriage.
The fact that it's a violent act. Divorce is a violent act. When divorce occurs, it rips two people apart.
Two people that have become one.
Two people who were previously made one. Divorce rips them apart.